Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Today the topic of my video is matrix. First of all, let's define the matrix. Matrix is the rectangular or square table whose elements are written in the rows and columns, and the matrices are represented by the capital letters like A, B, C, D and so on, while the entries in the matrices are represented by small letters A, B, C and D. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the matrix A whose entries are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's see another example. B is equal to A, B, C, D, E and F. So we have the matrix B whose entries includes A, B, C, D, E and F. Now here we have seen two new things, rows and columns. Now let's see what is row and what is column. Rows. The horizontal entries or lines in the matrix are rows, and they are represented by small m, while columns the vertical entries in the matrix are columns, and they are represented by small n. Here in this matrix A, if we find the rows, then 1 and 2, as they are in the horizontal position, so they are considered as rows. So here number of rows are 2, while vertical entries or vertical lines of the matrix are the columns. So we see that there are two vertical positions or two vertical lines in the matrix, so there are two columns in the matrix A, while in the matrix B the number of rows are 2 while the number of columns are 3, as C 1, 2. So these are the rows, row 1 and row 2, while columns 1, 2 and 3. So the columns are 3 in number. Now we will find the order of the matrix. So what is the order of the matrix? The number of the rows and columns of a matrix represent the order of a matrix. For example, we have a matrix A and its elements consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Here the number of rows they are represented by m, small m, and how many rows this matrix have? 2, 1 and 2, while columns they are represented by small n, and number of columns in the matrix are 3. How? See, 1, 2 and 3, as according to the definition of the order of the matrix. So if we want to find the order of matrix A, order of A is equal to number of rows and columns. Number of rows represented by m and columns are represented by n. So the order of the matrix is 2 by 3. So be careful and consider one thing more importantly, that it is not product. It is not product. it is read as by, like M by N. It doesn't mean M multiply by N. It is M by N. Let's see another example. For example, we have a matrix B and it has elements A, B, C and D. Here the number of rows M are 1, 2, while columns are also 2. So the order will be 2 by 2. One more thing, that in the matrix there it is not compulsory that number of rows or columns they should not be equal. They can be different, but the number of entries should be the same. Number of entries should be equal. Like if we have 2 entries in the first row, then in second row it should be 2, not 1. And then if we put 1 in the second row, then it will not be matrix. And let's see another example. C is equal to 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 11 and 12. So the number of rows are 1 and 2 and columns are 1, 2, 3, 4. So the order will be M by N, which is equal to 2 by 4. As I have told you that the number of entries in the row and column should be equal. So if they aren't equal, then that will not be a matrix. Like if we see, we have matrix A is equal to 1, 2, 3. And like, see here we didn't put any entry, so it is not a matrix. So this will not be considered as a matrix.